Time now for the KSL In-Depth. The Sundance Film Festival started today, but the shadow of disgraced film mogul Harvey Weinstein put a damper on the festivities. Weinstein, who suffered his dramatic fall from grace and sexual harassment allegations last fall, had been a fixture at Sundance. Festival founder Robert Redford spoke this afternoon about how Sundance will cope.
Well, I think Harvey Weinstein was like a moment in time, and I think that we're going to move past that. And others like him that are being accused of the same thing, I think we will move past that. I don't think he's going to stop the show. I think the main thing is to ensure that when we have people that come to the festival, like Harvey, they came to the festival with one thing in mind. They appeared to be very supportive of the festival, and I think they were, but it was for their own interests, because they were looking at our festival to find out what they could cherry pick for their own use. So he could take some of the films and probably get them cheaper here, and then go out and promote them as his own.
Redford also addressed the flood of Me Too stories coming from women in Hollywood. He says he's encouraged.
What it's doing is it's bringing forth more opportunity for women, and more opportunity for women in film to have their own voices heard and do their own projects. I'm pretty excited by that. I think it's really a good time. So change is producing it's kind of a tipping point, because it's changing the order of things so that women are going to have a stronger voice, and they didn't have it before. It was too much control by the male dominance. But now I think it's going to be more even-handed. And I think the role for women to be able to step forward and exercise their voices more and more, I think is a really wonderful thing. And I think the role for men right now would be to listen and to let their voices, the women's voices, be heard, and think about it. And then maybe discuss it among themselves and so forth. It's a time of change that I think can lead to a new conversation. At least I'm hopeful.
Just yesterday, Vanity Fair published an expose on Harvey Weinstein's final days at the company. It accuses him of frantically trying to delete documents and identify enemies in his orbit, even as his empire was crumbling.